QXR is an AI software. It's been developed on using 4.2 million data sets. It's Class 2B certified, so it's regulatory approved. We've deployed in more than 50 countries. QXR has been trained on pick up over 30 abnormalities within the chest X-ray, and the idea is that if it can pick up abnormalities that are suspicious of lung cancer, it can triage this for a radiologist, and the radiologist can essentially look at this chest X-ray first in the huge volume that they have. The patient would get an earlier report, earlier diagnosis of that chest X-ray, and the patient can either have a CT on that same day or can be called back quicker to have a CT follow-up and put on almost like an accelerated pathway.
The quicker we get to the diagnosis of lung cancer, the quicker we can manage it, and the less likely patients are to become incurable.
My AI journey began with my GP referring me for an X-ray. I had went to the GP for a few months with a cough that I'd had for a good 6 months. I went up to Stop Hill just to the drop-in X-ray, which was great because you just went round about your own working day. I went about 3 o'clock. I was reading about the pilot and how that if there was anything wrong with my X-ray, it would immediately be highlighted and would be dealt with right away. And the next morning I received a phone call from the radiographer to say that indeed something had appeared on my X-ray. So the speed of the X-ray, getting the results of the X-ray was amazing because that was 9:15 the next morning after being up there at 3 o'clock. So that kind of was really good at the start. I was really impressed. That even just from getting the X-ray, standing in the changing room, reading about the pilot before I'd even had an X-ray. I was impressed before I'd even had the diagnosis. I got the X-ray and the diagnosis, and then it was within 7 weeks I got the operation. So that's just amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
And the software reads the X-ray quickly, almost immediately, and what that does is sorts the X-ray reports into 2 piles, so a priority pile and a less priority pile. So the priority pile will obviously be patients who've got an abnormality in their chest X-ray, and what that enables us to do is to prioritise the abnormal ones, and it helps the radiologists then triage these to report them. So it's very important to be able to quickly reassure patients, but equally quickly investigate patients.
A study like Radical allows us to do is at a population level look for early signs of lung cancer in everybody who attends for an outpatient chest X-ray. It might not be that they've been referred for suspicions of lung cancer, but what we want to be able to do is detect it earliest. We don't replace human clinician interaction with patients with technology, but we use the technology to look quicker and faster at the data that's presented to them and allow clinicians to be directed to where their expertise is required for the human elements of the care that the NHS give. Any of our patients' healthcare data that's analysed by AI is safely and securely accessed so that identifiable information doesn't leave the health board.
Diane's story is quite amazing, and I'm so happy that that AI technology and QXR has been part of her journey, because ultimately the products that we create with the patient at the centre and at the heart of what we do. I see AI being as part of clinical practice, daily practice. It shouldn't be seen as an additional tool. It should be something you're using as part of standard of care. There will always be consultants, doctors, clinicians, radiographers that are also doing their job and looking at the X-rays, but with the help of AI, it can be so much better.